everyone, and welcome to a TGCTLive special. Today we're going to be announcing the first, second and third placed entries in the Web.com Tour Finals Designer Special, of which there have been a lot of very good entries into. It's been narrowed down to 3, which I know you've been voting for on the TGC Tours forum. And what we're going to do today is announce 3, 2 and 1. The way we're going to do it, we're going to announce second place, then play the second place course, and then we will announce the winner and play that one. So, you know, it will technically be between the first and third place courses to keep you all guessing for the end. I've got a regular panellist and a very special guest this evening. I'm Els41, broadcasting from Harrogate in the UK. Dr. Yeti from Salt Lake City is with me. How are you doing?
I've been eating a lot of fiber, so apparently I'm regular.
You're going to be beyond regular if you're eating a lot of fibre.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I've been eating a lot of cake.
Happy birthday, by the way, belated.
Oh yeah, thanks very much. And our very special guest from Malmo in Sweden is known to everyone as Mr. Ola, but actually he's been very kind enough to let us remove the Mr. Although you can use it in the chat room if you like. But Ola from Malmo, how are you doing?
I'm just fine. A bit nervous, but just fine.
It's alright, you should be nervous. It's a very important job you're doing here.
Oh yeah.
We'd be more worried if you weren't nervous, I think. But you've been one of the key figures in this design competition. Before we have a look at the 3 contenders for the top 3, how have you felt it's gone? There's obviously been a lot of very good entries. How have you felt it's gone so far?
Well, to begin with, this was much more difficult than I would ever have imagined. I mean, when I follow these kinds of competitions, you hear the judges say that this was real difficult, but then you yourself think that, well, it's pretty clear cut. But now when you're actually a judge in one, you can really, you can really have difficulty in making decisions on which course is better and why. It's a really tough job. I didn't think it would be this tough.
The more courses in it, the harder it is, right?
Yeah, it is. And when I did my judging, I had 1 course on my first playthrough, and I had it at like number 9. And on my second, I thought, well, this is a great course. Maybe I should have it up in number 4. And then it ended up at number 6. And so it goes up and down, especially when it's these many great courses as well.
Mm. And there have been some very good ones. We know that feeling very well, don't we, Yeti, when it comes to
Absolutely.
Picking these things.
When the caliber of design is already extremely high, how do you nitpick the little things between a few great courses?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let's look at the 3 that are vying for the winners. The background that you're looking at right now is TPC at Kakalaki, which is a nickname for somewhere, isn't it? I don't know where, unfortunately. I'm sure you can tell us. Plantation. Who is this by, and how has it got into the top 3?
This is by Griff with some numbers behind it on PS4. I think he goes by just Griff on the forums. Chris Saunders. And to answer your question, I think this is supposed to represent somewhere near Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I know nothing of the area, but I hear it's a pretty good representation of the area. How it got into top 3, well, it's just a stunner of a course, and I guess all 3 are. Plays beautifully, it looks realistic, it's fun, it's challenging, it ticks all the boxes for a great course.
Great. And then
HB Keith has explained the Carolinas is kind of where the area is, and you kind of make fun of them by kind of saying North Kakalaki and South Kakalaki, the 2 Carolina states.
Is that because their accents sound like that? Is that what it is?
Quite possibly.
Right. Yeah. We've got a full chat room actually. While obviously Keith is in there. Ericsson Stone, good evening. I think the majority of our finalists, Griff, I can see you in there. S. Morris is here. G Dog, welcome along. Herschel, who I know we're going to look at the course of in a minute, is there. Mo, good evening. Eddie Vedder, welcome along. So we mentioned a couple of those chaps in the chat room. Let's have a look at Andilly Hills. I mean, what a picture that is. Tell us a bit more about this one, please.
I can't see the picture yet. Oh, yeah, there we are. This is the tee shot from number one on, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Andilly Hills or Andilly Hills. Another stunner of a course. Looks beautiful. It's probably the most challenging one of the bunch, especially the front nine. And just as Adam Hill, I guess Chris Nelson, who made this Herschel Krustov, is starting to get known to make real punishing courses that really tests the golfers.
Yeah. Well, all
That's
three
a
of
great
these
picture.
are no doubt worth the play. So wherever they all end up on the list, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be quite difficult as well. So.
Sorry?
I was going to say they're probably all going to be difficult. I've just seen S. Morris in the chat room who says this one was the biggest surprise for him, which is nice. Eddie Vedder has said stunning. Let's look at very quickly the third one, Stisted Hall. I hope I pronounced that right, Stisted Hall, which looks very pretty and very bright as well. This is a P. Yates course, if I'm right.
Yeah, and you said P8 wasn't in the chat room, so I can talk trash about it, right?
Yeah, do it, yeah. I mean, you'll see it on YouTube, but it's too late then. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Disted Hall and P8s. I think pretty much anyone in the chat room here knows about his courses. He's a master at doing these fast and firm courses without them feeling unfair. And this just it's a course that, if you look at it, you wouldn't guess it was a PH course, but it's in a good way. It's still it holds all his trademarks when it comes to green complexes and things he does with the sculpting, and a beautiful course as well. A bit of a relief that it doesn't have this low lighting that most courses use these days to really pop.
It's funny, you notice it. I notice it when I'm taking photographs, actually, or pictures of the courses. Actually, the darker ones, I take so many of them. Well, actually, when you get a light one like this, it's actually like I'm not used to seeing those great big colours, but it's nice.
There's such short shadows, yeah.
Yeah, and what are you thinking so far, Yeti? I mean, like me, I don't think you've probably played any of these yet because we've been told
I haven't
not to.
played any of them because we were stuck inside of our own little design judging for the Olympic course. I haven't played any of them. The second screenshot, I have to say, just from the three pictures I've seen, I'm most excited to play the second screenshot.
Yeah. Andilly Hills.
But they look great, and I'm just really excited. Let's get this going.
Yeah, so the first course we're going to play is the one that finished in second place to keep it exciting for the winner. So, Ula, why don't you tell us who finished second?
Well, in second place, we have Mr. P8 with Stisted Hall. There's nothing wrong with this course. It's beautiful in every sense of the way, but it just didn't match up to the number one course. I think it's easier. There will be, I don't know if you have seen them, but the designers who are in this competition we do write-ups of every course, and a write-up on this one will end up on the forums tomorrow. But I think instead of just spoiling the beans here, I think we should talk about it along the way, and you can give your input as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Herschel on the chat room has said Stysted, I believe is how he pronounces it. Golfer Dude's birthday was on August the 1st, the day before mine, so happy birthday to you as well.
Yes. S. Morris was crushed. This was number 2. I think this was he was a big supporter of Steisted.
I think many were. You'll see why.
Have all of these been put into a tour? Usually someone does.
Yeah.
Ooh, tricky tee shot right away.
I think it's named the Web.com Final Design Competition something. Chris Nelson, Herschel put it up there.
Great. I apologise in advance, and when I say apologise, I'm sorry not sorry for my outfit.
Yeah, where's Andre tonight? Well, I'm not sure actually. He had a last minute cancellation.
Yeah. Literally about 20 minutes before we came online, he said, sorry, I can't make it. So, unfortunately, yeah, at the last minute. But I'm sure he'll catch it on YouTube as well.
Being a PA's course, I guess I don't have to warn you about the firm greens.
Yeah, I'm taking lots of... So what, obviously you're a TGC Tours player yourself. Are you on the web tour? Is that right?
Yeah, I am.
So you'd have played my course this week?
And mine the week before.
Actually, I've taken a little bit of a break from playing the tour rounds. But I did play the first 2 rounds on Brynhilde 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It worked perfect. I thought it was a great course. Some low scores. I wouldn't have made a cut anyway, so...
Yeah,
I'm
I've seen
pretty
some of the
happy
scores.
I
They've
did.
been
Yeah.
absolutely battered, isn't it? And yeah, last week's was Hoodoo Hills, right? Was it Hoodoo Hills? I'm sure it was.
No, it was Green
Yeti.
Mountain.
Sorry, I take that back.
Green Yeti Mountain, yeah.
That is a great course, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, man. I'm off to a rough start already. Falling a bit behind. What is that shirt you are wearing, Els? That is awful.
It's dreadful, isn't it? I'm channeling my inner John Daly here.
Oh. There's no words for that.
No.
It's a hot mess. A hot mess. All right, so I bogeyed 1, so that's not a good sign. We have 28 people with us already. Welcome along, everyone.
I did put up, Yeti, the par 3 thing, but as Canuck's not with us, we could do just as, if you want to keep a track offline between the 3 of us playing. Mr. Ulla's just rolled into a bunker.
Almost.
Taking us 7.
It'd be a pain for me to do it right now, Els. How about while we're announcing the winner?
I was just going
try
to
to
do it
get the-
offline. Just remember.
Okay.
People in the chat room can help us out with that. Ooh, I think I'm going to be short here.
Actually, 50 if you count my crew. Golfer Dude, we don't believe you anymore. You
Yeah,
have
we
to
don't
show
believe you
proof.
anymore.
This is a monster of a green.
Oh,
I always make
I
a
see
mess
you
of this one.
both rolling down there.
I landed quite close as well. Oh, Mr. Ulla's coming back.
He's just slowly rolling down that hill. All right, I took a par on 2, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, I bludgeoned that. Oh dear. Oh dear. I tried to overcompensate for the red hill and went right over the other side. Jeez. So how long have you been playing TGC, or the golf club? Ulla?
Well, I got the game in July last year. Didn't find the forums until October, and then started playing right away. So, a year soon.
Yeah? Well, over a year if it was July.
Well, I've been playing on TGC Tours since
Oh
October.
yeah, okay, yeah.
But I never seem to get good at the game, though.
Ha! You
tell
realise who
me
you're
about it.
talking to here. S. Morris, next week's course is on the par 3. I did announce them in the show just before this one. They are Reeb Doog's Fogler's Folly is the par 3 course. And the 36 is DR Loden's Kilsberg and Skog front 9. Should be good. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh.
Oh, nice shot, Els.
Ula?
So what was it about this course then that put it in second over all the others that were entered? What did you... Oh, this is a gorgeous shot, by the way, but what did you like about it?
Well, personally, the thing with us three as judges, we tend to look at very different things. I'm very much for courses that looks and feels realistic, and this one really does, and the greens just place beautifully. I think there's very few designers in the game that creates greens as good as PH does when it comes to the firm and fast ones. And well, I sliced that one, but for me, it's much about a feeling of a course. When I play it, I don't necessarily look at bunker shaping and such to make the call if a course is good or not. But obviously I do take it into account, but when all is said and done, I go a lot by gut, how I enjoy the course, how I feel it would work on tour, stuff like that.
It's the best way to be.
Yeah, well, I think Mo or Shane Smolin or Mo Slorkman, I think he looks more to the playability part of the course. He takes that as the most important thing when he looks at courses.
Sure.
And Scampy, he's I may be wrong here, but I've always seen him as a real technical kind of guy. How you use the designer, how you use the tools. So I think the three of us had a good balance when we did the judging, that we looked at different types of things, and when we made our first playthrough, we could discuss what we liked, what we did not like about the course, and we can compare notes. One guy saw something the others didn't, and when we played it the next time, we could take a look at that and say, yeah, well, he's correct about that one, and you could change the view. So we had a lot of help from each other when doing this.
That's such a good way to be.
So that second shot on hole 4 was really a fun shot. Looked great, and it was fun to get a tight approach shot in there. You're right. He does a really good job of giving you a good landing area to shoot at with the firm greens.
Whenever Scampy submitted a course to us for design competitions or whatever, they've always been technically very good. So I'm not surprised you said that, actually.
He's very good at presenting a clean course, but there's no stray bushes or stuff like that lying around in places where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It just looks perfect.
Oh, dropped 2 shots in 2 holes. I fell straight in that bunker on... Someone said in the chat room, who said that about the bunkers being great? Han, yeah, he's right. Really nice bunkering. Griff has said Stysted is beautiful.
Oh, damn it. How did I miss that birdie putt?
Welcome, Set My Path. Good evening. Eddie Vedder, hello. Yep. We will be announcing the winner. This is the runner-up.
The other two must just be sweating, waiting for us to finish this round. Hurry up! Tell us!
Maybe we should slow down a bit.
Yeah, let's put it on turn-based.
Oh, it would be here till tomorrow.
You guys would, have to watch the sunrise by the time we were finished. I like how the last few holes have been kind of going along this little stretch of cabins.
Yeah. Yeah, I've liked that as well. And
and he's done a really nice job with the road and then the fence along that. That must have taken forever. Holy cow.
Yeah. But that part aside, just take a look at the green on this one.
Yeah.
This whole six.
Yeah, you can see right where you need to land.
Yeah, you can see where you need to land, and you can see where the bailout areas are, and just that's poetry to me.
Yeah, El's put a pretty good one in there.
Not bad. It was a bit wide, but
It's just to
I've
the right.
kind
You
of
were
got a
pinned
flat
high.
shot in here. Yeah.
If you just make that second tier, you have a great birdie up.
Oh, that's twice today. That's just rolled over the hole. Come on.
That's what I really like about a lot of courses is when you can see you have to get it on the correct tier to get yourself a birdie shot. Otherwise, you're going to have a really tricky two-putt par.
And not do like I did and end up at the top.
Oh no. You guys have suddenly gone to away on my screen here. I don't know if
what?
I'm the
I
same
see
with you.
both of you as away as well, but
Same
I
here.
see both of your balls going well in live. That sounded really bad. Phrasing.
What are you watching? Yeah.
I'm watching both of your balls.
I forgot to have my webcam on.
Oh, goodness.
So, what do you play in real life? Golf? You a golfer?
Sorry, what did you
Do
mean?
you play real life golf as well?
Oh yeah, about a 13, 14 handicapper. I play rather than good, if that's a saying in English.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes. So
But,
it's about a bogey golfer, right?
Yeah.
A little better than bogey golf.
Well, it used to be maybe. These days, I'd be happy to go bogey around the course. I make some birdies here and there, and I made one eagle, but I'm more of a par and bogey kind of guy, or a double or a triple every now and then.
Oh yeah, those are forget about holes. Just move on.
I have a lot of those.
Yes. Ooh, the trees. So this is a nice par 5. I like the risk of needing to really put a draw around those trees to go for it in 2. I tried and I paid for it.
Yeah, I actually didn't, and I went to the right of the green, and I think that went all right, actually. Watson176, good evening, asking if anyone's up for a match play on PS4. If anyone has 10 hours free, they can go and do that. I think I'm just a little bit ahead of you guys. I'm taking my second shot on 8, so...
Yeah, I am just cleaning up for a par on 7.
So this is... Just trying to pick the theme here. Is it Highlands? It looks like
I think
Highlands.
it's rustic.
Rustic?
It's rustic, I think,
I get them so
if I remember correctly.
It almost looked like he's got rustic with like the rural rough and fairway. I mean, that's kind of a bright rough.
Yeah.
But if you look at the, else you're a bit ahead of us here, but I did a little stream on this course for P8's giving some feedback, and the design of this 8th hole, I think, is awesome. The way he has the dogleg right, but you have the fairway tilted right to left. I see anytime I see a dogleg hole, you always tilt the hole towards the green or towards the dogleg, and I think people should do like this more often. I think it's great as well.
If you kind of notice, he's got water on both sides, and the dead center of the fairway is kind of a crest, and it actually slopes away in both directions depending on which side you go for. It's going to be a tough rollout and second stance.
My approach shot is just awful today.
Yeah, I've been struggling on the greens. Although I've been putting myself in good places, I've been messing up the short putts. You're still 1 under, according to this.
Yeah, but I haven't been close to 2.
Stop! You rat bastard! No, it's going. Stop. Thank you, ball. D-Dog's with us. Good to see you, D-Dog.
Eddie Vedder, anyone else having problems with the stream stuttering a bit tonight?
What are you talking about? I just kidding.
Fine, just check sound settings.
Well, up to 34 people right now. Mo, I think Mo is making fun of you. Your approach shots have been awful for months.
Yeah, that's true. We used to, like it was ages ago, but we tend to play our tour rounds together. And he's seen my play firsthand. It's not pretty.
Is he in the European area as well?
Yeah, he's Irish.
Okay.
So you can't understand a word he's saying.
Yeah, he needs subtitles.
Dr. Max Headroom Yeti. Well, I've taken over CBS. Haha.
Driver T, guess I'm late and missed all the drama. Not really. This is the second place course.
Yep.
We haven't announced the winner yet. It's between either Andilly Hills
And TPC at
Kakalaki Plantation.
Kakalaki.
Yeah. Taste GW1. He's not even in it. Although he did he submit a course for this?
No, he didn't.
No.
But he's been saying on the forums that he's still in it and he has a shot to win. So I'll be surprised if he does, though.
Yeah, that'd be a shock for the books. What do we have here? We have a putting green. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? They're just a lot of ball
extra
cleaners.
details.
Very pretty.
I put a putting green on the Green Yeti, and that's one of the first practice facilities I've ever made on a course, and I use those same ball washers as my practice tees or practice flags.
So what you're saying that is, according to the Xbox family, you only have one proper course?
Yes, that's right. And apparently that's how you get on tour. I put a practice facility on my course and was selected for web.com almost immediately. But I do appreciate that you got in contact with me very quickly after I released that course.
Oh yeah, I pretty much only need to see a picture on the forums to know that this was one course going to be on tour. So
what made it be talking of Yeti's course, what made it be a web and not a CC or a Euro or PGA stop?
I think for it not to be a CC course, well, I think it's way too difficult for a CC course. Why it's not a PGA or a Euro course? Well, I guess we were first. I can't speak for Dale or Rod for those tours, but I think both of them would have been happy to have it on tour. And to be honest, it's not too much difference when it comes to courses on web and the pro tours. We just don't use the really tough ones as often as they do. But
I've noticed web.com tends to stay away from the really firm, fast ones.
Yeah, most of the times. Or when we use them, we have slightly more accessible pins.
Okay.
Like talking about P8s, we had, or Mo scheduled it. He scheduled Ty Junes for web.
Yeah.
And we used two of the pins that I think it was the PGA used, and we had two made specifically for the web tour. Still fast and firm, but just a little bit more accessible for.
So this shot here coming into 11, there's this big bank on the left side of the green that's just begging to roll a ball into it and have it just filter it down to the pin. I love stuff like this on greens where you can clearly see if I just roll one into that slope, it'll get close. Or
UNF_Woot. Technical question. I just got the game and it's crashing on me. It will freak out my monitor, then boot me all the way to the Windows logon screen. When I log back in, the window is at 640 by 480 and I have to restart the game.
So first, if you can't get out of the 640 by 480, you'll want to launch the game, and then there's an option in Steam. Instead of play game, it's like launch options, and there you can reset your resolution. But I would first suggest make sure your video card drivers are up to date. S. Morris just mentioned that. Thank you. And second, maybe turn the settings down all the way, and then slowly increase them until you can find a sweet spot where your game isn't crashing.
It does take a huge amount of resources, this game.
It does. I was upset when I built like a brand new monster PC, and I can only turn it up to like detail level 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you're supposed to put the draw distance and tree detail or whatever. I haven't looked into the settings too much, but the PC I just bought, everything is just so smooth and I can see everything. I just love it.
The draw distance is so far, and the designer is so fast.
Yeah.
Desperately trying to pick up some shots here, but I just keep getting pars.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pars in a row.
Either that or you get one bogey along with your birdie, your hard-earned birdie.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
hard earned as well. A lot of houses along here. I like that look as well. You're right. Technically, this is a very good golf course, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
He wants me to go over that bunker there, doesn't he? And I just have to. I just have to.
He's baiting you, man.
He is baiting me, but I'm going to play him at his own game here.
And he's gonna laugh as this goes in the bunker.
No, missed the bunker. Missed the bunker. Might be in the rough. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Yeah, stayed. Got it. I am under a tree. I was on the
We're
fairway,
almost up
though.
to 40. We're up to 38.
Come on! Oh, I fell in the second bunker because I got a 98% shot. That would have made it as well. S. Morris, Garden Village feel to this. Still can't believe it didn't win. I presume then this was your pick.
I would guess so. But again, there's really not much between these courses.
Yeah.
You can say the same all the way down to 7 or 8 on the ranking for the competition.
We're in the situation now, so you know, you've said that there. We've had all of our Olympics designs. All of these courses are going to have to end up on tour at some point. You know, well,
Yeah, most probably.
Oh crap!
come
I've
on!
had so many short birdies.
Oh, that just rolled.
This pin here is really tough. It's on quite a slope.
Yeah,
On
on
13?
13. Yeah.
13,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's coming back.
I put a birdie shot in there. I had a 4-foot birdie, and I'm gonna 3-putt it. I love it. Or 4-putt it.
You're fast, Els.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you play this fast when you watch the stream, but I'm having trouble keeping up with it.
It's why I don't play very well, I think. If you... Like, when I was playing my 9-hole rounds, I slowed it down a lot and scored -5 on one of them. Ooh, look at that big 7.
We don't have time to do math. We just grip it and rip it
Yeah.
on this show.
Hence the shirt.
Well, I certainly don't have time when playing like this.
It was DR Loden, wasn't it? Who still had the best quote. It was basically like, now I know why you're so bad, or something. Watching the stream and playing along and talking to
Keeping up with the
people.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was on the designer special.
that was, yeah. We need to do a few more of those, actually.
We need to get you on.
You need to get Set My Path on. He's in the chat room.
Yeah, He would be good to get on. We're going to start a new series of that after the summer, I think.
I keep getting
We're
these
not
half-
many users of the game from Sweden, but Mike in Set My Path really raises the bar for Swedes. I think they're awesome.
I did ask Mike to be on it, actually. Where were what was that chap called? Oh, what was his name? Ursus Arctos. Where was he from? Was he Swedish?
he was from Switzerland.
Switzerland, that was it.
And Ernie the Wells.
I haven't
was,
seen those guys for
believe,
ages.
German.
Oh,
I
yes.
actually play around with them every once in a while.
Yeah, Mike is one of my favourite designers.
Oh yeah.
He's also incredibly good at Rocket League.
Yeah, he and Keith.
Yeah.
When Keith's not in the golf club, he's in Rocket League, it seems. Man, so I've had a few where I've really been tested with my up and down game, and I while it is frustrating, I do like that, where you have a really tricky up and down.
I feel like this course might raise a few eyebrows if it was on the web, not the web, the European tour, the next one up. I don't think I am really enjoying it, but it's not. It's difficult, isn't it? I'm finding it quite difficult.
Ula, you're doing the same thing I'm doing, just making a
yeah.
mess out of 15.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, this is going to be a horrible shot I have to play now.
And I keep making a mess.
Keith has said Mike is in another league than him in Rocket League. Yeah, he is. He's so good at it. His Mazinka Island will be on the Par 3 tour before the end of the tournament.
That one was number 2 or number 3 in that.
3.
In it, it was number 3. Yeah.
Another par.
Oh, you already finished on 16?
Yeah, I'm gonna. While you guys catch
just
up,
teed
I'm
off
gonna
on
have a look
16.
around. Low winds too. Yeah, we've been quite lucky with the winds here, you know. But actually, I mean, look at the fairways. I mean, look at that one there. That was way back on hole. I think that was on the front 9. That's actually a shared fairway there between the left of the trees here and one that's obviously come the other way, isn't it?
So something I like that adds subtle difficulty is the fairways have appeared to be very flat, but when you actually land on it and get up to take your shot, every shot you have to accommodate for where the ball is in relation to your feet.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good way to add difficulty without tricking it up, quote unquote.
Yeah, I agree. I think this course, I mean, we're 2 holes off the end. Is it the prettiest thing I've ever seen? No. In terms of golf, it's one of the best I've probably ever played. That's really pretty saying that. I like that view. But like, there's no frills on it. You know, he always does a great job at doing things like the clubhouse and the practice green and all of that is very nice and pretty and looks great and so on. But actually out there, is the planting up there with the best? It's good, but it's not like wow, is it? However, the golf, which is the important bit at the end of the day, is wow. So it's a 10 out of 10 golf course, isn't it? For sure.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it actually does have a little bit of frills, but it's mostly in subtle details, like where the fences are, the roads, the kind of surrounding areas. It's not planted up to be pretty or like popping, but it's all there and it all looks really sharp and clean.
Oh, stay there.
It's a good course to practice your firm greens as well. I need some practice on that.
Keith Keith's playing Rocket League right now.
Pa, 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 pa.
Ooh, so I've had a rough back nine, and I crept well above par quite quickly.
Look at that naughty little green there. What are you, bunker there? Right at the... Wow, okay, this is hard. I'm going for it. Oh no.
Make sure to switch your club here
Yeah.
if you want to go for it.
I still went in the bunker. Oh, 90%, 40% shot. Are you kidding me? I got the length right. I just sliced it a bit.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna make it. Ola, did you just barely catch the rough, or are you in the fairway?
No, I'm in the rough.
Bummer.
Oh, I tell you what, that's gone well.
Was that your second shot, Els?
No, my third.
Nice shot.
That went very well. I didn't really
Oh,
plan
if this
that.
stays online, this could be an albatross. This could be an albatross. Do it. Oh, it's gonna stop short.
I deliberately want my
That
player
was
to kick the ball
dead
away.
online. Oh, that would have been there. Well, I may finish off with an eagle here.
Oh, missed the putt. Just.
Oh, just low. Dang it. I'll finish with a nice birdie. Finish 6 over.
Oh, I'm gonna bogey this last hole.
It takes one last one out of you.
Yeah.
So that means we're all gonna finish above par.
Yep.
That's
Mo's
it.
gonna laugh
You're
at me.
demoted to CCA now. You're demoted.
Yeah. I would probably not be playing on CCA for long. I would end up in CCZ in a few weeks.
Of course,
And-
Doyley's there on -12.
And that Mr. Koo.
Yeah, can't hit straight, that guy. Isn't it? So, Stysted, apologies, was the second place. Obviously, we know what Ula thinks because he gave it second place along with his gang. What did you think, Dr. Yeti?
I really enjoyed it. The firm fast greens usually aren't my cup of tea. I like fast greens, but I prefer the medium. But again, he's so good at giving you enough space to not only land it, but also provides good enough slopes and areas on the green to get it close with the firm and fast greens. It's all about just knowing how to get it there. My only complaint, I like the bright light and the lighting I thought was great, but I did think, in my personal opinion, the color could have been a little bit toned down. I thought it was a little too neon bright, but other than that, that's my only complaint. So easy 10 for me. When it's something as lame as that, I'm not going to mark down any points.
That's the same as me. It's exactly what I think. I thought the golf was outstanding. I thought you're right, no frills. One or two very subtle ones that are obviously take a huge amount of work and time to look subtle. Things like, as you said, the roads and the fences and the clubhouse and all that look absolutely great. But the actual golf, man, you could play that course 10 times and it would feel different every time because you'd hit the ball just slightly left of the first time and you'd be in a totally different spot with a very difficult or easier approach in. So I thought that was absolutely great. And Ula, no doubt for you and your colleagues, because Mo's upset that I said gang. What's wrong with a gang? Does no one want to be in a gang anymore? Gangs were great.
Your posse.
Yeah.
I think he's offended by calling them my gang. It's his gang.
Oh, right. So why isn't he on the show and you are then?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Okay, no worries. We'd rather have it anyway. Okay, so we've announced second. So what we're going to do now is we're going to announce third, and in doing so, we'll also announce the winner. But seeing as we're going to play the winner, it feels right to say a few words about the one that finished in third place, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Third place, Ula, is...
Third place goes to Herschel Krustovsky in Andely Hills.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that picture.
Yeah, it's a stunner. The only negatives I have for that course at all is that red walking path. Or it's a cart path, but it's used as a walking path. I just don't like how it looks. But to say that the golf course is bad because of the use of a texture, it's not going to happen. So it's a definite 10 for me. It's probably the toughest of the courses. I think I said so before, but that front nine on that course is it's pretty brutal, especially if you're me. I just can't handle it. But if you can hang on for like even par on the first nine, it eases up a bit on the last nine, and I can see some real fun events on that course where people can really get a surge down the last couple of holes and get some strokes on the field. There's birdies to have, and just as Steisted or the Steisted Hall, it's fast and firm, beautifully sculpted greens, and just a pure joy to play.
Yeah, we'll have to give that a run through on maybe one of our future TGCT lives.
Yeah, I think it might have to.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah.
And I agree with you. Just from that one screenshot, that red cart path does really stick out. I almost thought, why would Els draw on this? Oh, that's... And then the chat room is somewhat agreeing. S. Morris is saying, lots of character, great layout, frustrating greens, horrible cart path.
We like
Scampy says Sam knows a little something about that red cart path. That's right.
Yeah,
I think
he had one,
on one of our earlier design competitions, that was one of our biggest criticisms of one of Sam's courses.
White Knuckle Beach, right?
Yeah.
Or when was that Scampis? No, that was Scampis. His was
Scampis.
Jakarta Bay.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely have this on a future show for sure. Possibly next week, actually. But for that to be third, then it means we also know the winner. So our next course we're going to play, we're going to be off to Kakalaki, TPC at Kakalaki Plantation by Sir Griff 32408, as he's known on Twitch here. I'm sure he has different numbers everywhere. Actually, it's like the numbers from Lost. Eventually, if you put them all together, there'll be a secret door that opens somewhere. How did this? Why was this the winner?
Well, it's just the best course of the bunch. It's as easy as that. It's not a huge difference between them, but we all ended up voting Kakalaki as number one, and I thought that the first hole here is one of the best opening holes I've ever played in this game, and I don't know. I think you just have to look at it. It's not like Steisted Hall we just played. It's very, very bright. This one is very, very dark. So some may complain that it's hard to read the grids on the greens, but the way he's made the sunlight hit this course, it just looks magical. And to go along with that, the golf is great. The greens are extremely good here as well. It's not as adventurous as Steisted Hall or Andel Hill for that matter. I'd recommend everyone to stay on the right here in this wind on the tee shot if you already have teed off.
Not yet. I was just going to say that actually it seems like Keith and the HB team are already ahead of us, because this course is on the front page right now. So you can go and have a along with Royal Filth Golf Club. But yeah, no, this
That JW University I've seen looks really good.
yeah, I've heard good things about that as well. But let's go and have a look round Kakalaki. I agree. I mean, I took a couple of pictures earlier. One that you've been looking at there on the stream. I can vouch for the fact that your sunlight comment is absolutely right. But also I noticed that actually he's covered the entire heavy rough in pine straw.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting one. Which I think is also what causes this course to maybe just load that little bit slower than some of the others.
Yeah, it doesn't lag when you play, or at least it didn't do on PlayStation. So it doesn't lag when you play. It just takes a little bit longer to load.
There's been a few courses like that do take a while to load, but performance-wise in game, they don't really. It's negligible.
I like that bridge done.
I liked the second shot, how you actually really had to. The further you wanted to go, the harder the shot became.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed with this course as well is there's a lot of very, very extensive dog legs. So like even on one here, there's a sharp left, which is good. Something we don't see very often now. We used to see quite a lot of that in early access, you know, sharp lefts and sharp rights. But please get over.
Yeah,
the tree.
there are many of them. Talking about other things than the actual golf. I'm a guy who I don't play a lot of courses that uses cart paths. It's not using carts in Sweden is not a huge thing. But you should, when you go around this course and when you play around, just take a look at how he's used the cart paths all the way around. This is how I imagine a cart path should look like.
I'll have a look. My first shot, unfortunately, I tried to go over a tree and I pretty much hit it. So I'm having to play out here.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. The cart path has a very nice windy look to it, and it's out of the way enough, but close enough. Yeah, it does look really sharp.
Oh god, I'm going to take a lot of shots here on hole one.
Did he spell something out in... Oh no, that's just random grass shapes in the bunker on two.
Oh,
Unless that's like a Chinese symbol for something.
I started off with a double bogey.
Yeah, I'm not going to be far off at this rate, I think.
I think stuff like cart paths and and such, it's not important to use them to have a great golf course. It doesn't really add a whole lot, but if you're gonna place one on your course, you better make it right. He just did on this one.
Oh yeah, I mean there are 10 out of 10 courses without them for sure. Yeah, but putting one in again, you can go from a 10 out of 10 course to an 8 out of 10 course by having one that looks weird. Yeah.
And they're tough to smooth out.
Oh, look at this. There's something very this feels like a... It's interesting you said TPC and not TGC. But this feels like a TPC style course. Obviously they're all made by different designers, but maybe one like the Boston one or the River Highlands one, where we're literally right in the middle of a big dense forest here. Lots of water. I really like the look and the theme here is great.
Oh, this third hole. I'm going to wait here on the tee until you guys catch up. This third hole's pretty sexy.
Oh, I hate the wind. Mo, good evening. Thanks for joining us. You can, of course, catch the rest of this, those of you watching live, on YouTube. Oh no, I chipped with something that wasn't the 4 or 5 yard chip. Oh well. S. Morris, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Oh, look at this. Pretty.
Yeah, are you on number 3 now?
Yeah. I love the way he's done this theme. Because not only has he done the pine straw everywhere, there's definitely... he's gone for a bit of an Augusta theme there, look, with the 2 very long roads in. But he's actually, I'd say, upped the number of trees significantly as well.
Oh, get there. Do it. Oh, I almost aced 3. Almost.
Oh, you really did.
Probably 6 inches away.
Nice. This green is one of the few things that we all looked at and was a little bit of a negative thing. The what's an hourglass shape of it. There's, I think, one more green like it, and we were a little scared about like a flopping debacle that went on tour before, where you can end up in one part of the green where you can't actually get to the pin.
Yeah,
You
without
have to
going
chip on
over
a
some
green.
rough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think where he's got the pin on that one, it's the whole green is safe, but there definitely are some spots on that green where you've got to really make sure that pin is accessible from all angles. The only thing I noticed on that hole is off to the right-hand side, the tee box here for number 4. There was a slight wall of sand. It was off in the distance and didn't even... I only noticed it when I was putting in a certain direction.
I didn't.
Griff
noticed.
mentioned... I believe Griff mentioned at the very beginning of the stream that he likes when people point out stuff like that, as opposed to just pat him on the back.
There's kind of one here as well, actually. Like the idea here is great with a bunker up the side. Maybe just deepen it a touch more around the top. That's a minor thing. Good place for a bunker though.
I like this 5th shot. Both of the par 5s so far, the second shot has made me stop and think a few times.
Ooh, very nearly had an eagle there.
I made a mistake
I
to
made
reach
wrong
the green.
mistake.
Titan Eddie says congratulations, Griff. Lots of congratulations going around on the chat room here. Again, Mo said it. S. Morris, Titan Eddie 27 there. Scampy. You said it's a Carolina course. It looks a bit like some of the courses when I was in Atlanta recently. Not far away. It wasn't Atlanta. It was Georgia, though. Not. It was about maybe 2 hours from Augusta. It was Greensboro. I was in Greensboro, Georgia, which is very pretty. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of a few of the courses around there I saw.
And I just bogeyed the easiest hole on the course.
I've always wondered, and maybe I shouldn't ask, but Elsa, what do you do for a living? You travel a lot, but I've never heard what you actually do.
I sell financial software.
All right, sexy.
Yeah, I've been lucky. Put it that way. It's an American company. They have a big British presence, so I've been very lucky to go to America a few times with them. However, a lot of the travelling actually that I have done is it's not necessarily down to work.
That sounds fun. I don't get to do a lot of traveling in my line of business.
Ours are just for the odd conference here and there. But, yeah, I've been pretty lucky, I suppose. Just these bunkers, I mean, they are good. Just deepen them a touch more around here. I mean, the bowl of this is really good, really nice. Like some of the best I've probably ever seen. but just the edges look a bit... I see the style you're going for. I do retract 50% of that statement that I said, because I do get the idea. However,
So
yeah.
this is interesting, and I'd love Griff to answer this. Is this a hole with 2 greens that he can switch the pin completely? Because there's the fairway branches to the right, and there's a green over there.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Look at that.
Because there are a few local courses that I play where they actually do have 2 greens, and they actually can switch it up depending on if they want it to play on the left one or the right one. Yeah, 2 greens. Yeah, yes. So I would anticipate if there's a 4-pin setup, at least one of them will be on the opposite green.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping he uses it in at least one setup.
Could I might be wrong here. I remember reading somewhere, it might have been in a newspaper or something like that, that actually, if you had, sure you can have as many greens as you want on the course, right? But if you have a different green for more than, like in a major tournament, you have to have the same green each time. You can put the flag in different places and all the rest of it, but I might be making that up. But I seem to remember.
Yes, he's going to do 2 on one, 2 on the other. That'll be fun.
This needs to roll. And this needs to not roll down that hill. Oh, jeez.
Ooh, this is a tough pin to play it to go at the pin. You've got to be pushing that fringe.
Yeah, I was
on the
lucky
right-hand
there. I landed
side.
well. I managed to pick a shot up there. I'd say this one off the back. I mean, we might walk into a terrifying back 9. Maybe just plays a touch easier than the last one we did.
Yeah, I think it does. I think of the 3,
the
this
medium.
one is. Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, sorry. Of the 3 here that made the finals, this probably is the easiest one of them. But it's no pushover, at least not for me.
No, you're right. And there's already been so many places that can trip you up. This is another one. I like it. I like the landing zone here because actually with the 13 tailwind, I still made it onto the fairway. It's got a really generous landing zone here for your drive. But actually, without the 13 wind, you're probably going to end up here.
In that little pinched area.
Yeah, so that's going to be a difficult line into the green from there. And that'll cost a few people a few shots, isn't it?
Oh yeah. No. Bit of temper. Someone will be frustrated if they get the same win we have, but straight into their face.
Oh, I didn't.
So is this 13 for you? I use kilometers or metric, so I never know how much that is.
What's that, the wind?
Yeah, well, everything. I use metric measurements, so I don't know how much 13 is.
It's
say
just
like
miles
that.
an hour.
How many feet? You just hold your foot up to the screen 13 times.
Go in! Oh, that was the most ridiculous part ever. They all count. Thanks for joining us, Herschel. Just for the record, I think most of you probably are, but anyone who's not following this channel, you're more than welcome to do so. There's the green little heart button just underneath the screen you're watching. Whenever we're online doing any shows, whether Canuck's doing some designing or we're presenting something or whatever it is, you can you get a little notification that we're online. And of course all these videos do go up onto YouTube as well. Once again there, I have overcooked that. What's this? This is mad. What is all this? Have we done this? No. Oh. Oh no. This is going to go in the water. This is going to go... I'm going to have to play short from here. Yay, followers. Thank you for following along. We do very much appreciate it.
That was me pushing the button.
What, the follow button?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you not follow already?
Yeah, I did. I clicked unfollow and then clicked follow again.
Oh. Well, we got 2. Did you do it twice?
No.
Well, I suck at this hole. Look at that. Straight in a bunker again.
Yeah, so another second shot where I didn't just kind of pull 3 wood and rip it. I pulled 3 wood and thought, should I? Shouldn't I? I like par 5s that kind of put that shadow of a doubt on that second shot.
And all of these so far has been almost, well, maybe not the first one, but the second and the third par 5. There's 3 par 5s on the front 9.
Yeah.
They're almost reachable, so you get that little tease that you want to go for it, and more than not, you're making a mistake going for that green.
Yeah, I've just noticed there are 5 par 5s and 5 par 3. Yeah, there are. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I screwed that hole up. I did finish with a 6, which wasn't a disaster actually, but because it could have been a lot worse. Oh, where are you going? Hello, hello.
Oh, I'm taking the shortcut.
Yeah, I was going to head over there too.
I'm coming.
This green
Barely
is
made that.
tough.
Oh, I'm in the bunker. I must have hit a tree. Oh no.
I think I'm going to make it. Oh yeah.
What a dreadful shot. The par 5s, it's been interesting actually. Without question have been the hardest holes on this course, I think.
They've been tricky. They've all been rated pretty easy on the stroke index, but I think of the 3 that I played, I birdied 1, bogeyed 1, and scrambled for a par.
Yeah, I had a double bogey on the first one.
Yeah, I'm going to probably bogey this one here unless I chip in.
I've noticed since switching to PC that the PC crowd is really tough in the ratings.
Yeah,
This course has a 7.1 on PC.
Yeah.
That's not bad though, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe not bad if you look at other ratings, but
Yeah.
looking at the quality of the course, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I just took a double on that. Horrible 7. Fooled again. Yeah, you're right though. So it's so. That's because some people just leave it at 5 and don't change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they finish the round, they just mash A, mash A, mash A to get to the menu. And I even think, it starts out at a 5. So if people don't, vote or rank it up early, it starts out really low anyways. But I think even once it gets ranked, it starts out at a 7. So if they just mash their way through, it's just getting a bunch of 7s. I actually thought for the longest time that the ratings were shared across systems, where like the plays. I'm pretty sure the plays are shared across system.
Yeah.
But not the rating, huh?
Nope. It's painfully obvious when you switch platforms.
So we haven't mentioned yet the amazing achievement from Sir Walker. That was a nice little win, wasn't it? First major win. Nice course that as well, considering it's a very old-fashioned one. Interesting tournament as well. I picked Jason Day to win, obviously runner-up, but
Oh, he put the pressure on with
Yeah.
that eagle putt on 18, huh?
I didn't actually watch.
Yeah, Jimmy Walker. He had to play all of them playing 36 holes on the Sunday. That's brutal.
it's the old-fashioned way, how it used to be done, wasn't it?
Hmm. And I would imagine at that point, since it had been raining all weekend and the sun was coming out and just cooking everything, I bet it was so miserably humid.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Where did they play?
Baltusol.
Oh, yeah, in New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice course.
I have a feeling that that's one of those courses that I'm not even sure if someone did an RCR of it.
Yeah, Phoenix
I would
J
have a
did
feeling.
one.
Phoenix J
I-
and McBoga. We both did.
I haven't played either of them, and I apologize in advance for this comment, but I have a feeling that course would be one of those RCRs that, no matter how good they made it, would just kind of be to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's
Like
yeah.
my best example is Friend Bomber did an awesome Bridgestone or Firestone Country Club,
Firestone. Yeah.
and
yeah.
it was awesome, but that course is just kind of compared to some of the more fancy imaginary courses that people make. Ula, what do you prefer, the RCRs or the made up courses?
Definitely the made-up ones, without a doubt. I admire the patience and the work that people put into the RCRs, but I don't know. I just like the creativity part of the game. It's when people make things from nothing. I think that's one of the reasons why I design anyway. So yeah, I do prefer the made-up ones over the RCRs.
What are some of your favourite courses?
Sorry,
What are some of your favourite courses?
I would say the Breakers is probably my favorite course. By what's he called? I forgot. Banks.
Rich Banker.
Banker, yeah. That is definitely up there.
It's a deceptively challenging course.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
It doesn't look like it should be, but I get chewed up when I play that course.
It's odd though. When that course was played on tour, they switched the speed on the greens to be really, really fast. But that changed the whole dynamic to the course. So I prefer the original one that has really, really slow greens. But that is one of my absolute favorites. And what else? Well, Thai Dunes, the PA's course.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, best firm fast course I've ever played and probably will.
Was his P8 did University Links, right? Was that firm and fast?
Can't remember.
That was the one that was based on Chambers Bay.
Yeah. The famous train tracks.
That's right.
Bassman is saying he thinks Pebble Beach is still one of the best RCRs in the game. Looks spectacular. Absolutely agree.
Yes.
But as far as RCRs go, Pebble Beach is kind of one of the exceptions. It's a special course to begin with.
Same with Magnolia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a relationship personally to Augusta. So I definitely prefer Pebble Beach ahead of Magnolia.
Interesting.
Griff says Belfry was pretty awesome. Hans Belfry, yeah, that was good actually. We played that on a designer special.
Uh,
The Belfry, the Brabazon.
Yeah.
Yeti,
well done
what
with
did you think of Woburn? You played it the other day?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a great course. I really enjoyed that.
I thought that was a great RCR.
Mhm.
I don't know anything about the
I
original
did.
more than I've seen a few pictures of it, but
See, that's a problem that I have is unless it's a course that is commonly played on the tour, um, if it's an RCR, sometimes you could tell me it's an RCR and I wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know too much about the course. But I did really enjoy my time on that one. That was fun.
that would have
Nope.
been played on the Euro Tour. It's an English course, if I'm correct.
Dark Soldier M8 Birkdale 2016. That's a nice one as well.
My favorite RCR is Hobble Creek Golf Course
Oh,
in
yeah.
Springville, Utah, just because of just sentimental value.
Oh, that might turn more than I thought. Come on. Come on.
The Women's British Open was played at Woburn last week,
That's right.
according to.
CLV St Andrews. Yeah, that'd be something else.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. I haven't found any good St. Andrews recreations. Am I missing anything, or?
There's been a couple put out.
That are decent, but not great. It's so hard.
See, I would think one of the hardest parts about capturing St. Andrews would be some of the buildings and the English, architecture alongside the road hole, and getting towards the clubhouse. If you can't get some of that look and feel down with the basic houses and clubhouses that come with the designer, I think that is going to lose a lot of the St. Andrews feel.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, the wind just destroyed my shot there.
Getting the golf down is the most important part, but it still won't totally feel like you're at St. Andrews. Even though they do have the right kind of little walking bridge to go over.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. That was one of the first things that was put in the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably that and the Hogan Bridge at Augusta.
CMU Chips is on hole 3 of Woburn right now. Right now.
How you shooting there, Chips?
Should be dark.
Yeah. Night golf.
Yes. I have been night golfing in Florida. It was a course that they had like stadium lights all throughout it. We were playing a round of golf at like 11:45 p.m.
What was it like? A fluorescent ball, I suppose, was it? Pink
No,
ball?
it was just a white ball. The lights were so bright you could easily see it and find it.
Hmm?
Just don't want to end up in the rough, I guess.
Well, you never want to do that.
True.
Yeah, but it was quite fun. It was much better than playing in the 90-degree, complete humid day.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
If you want to feel what it's like to melt, go to like Florida or Georgia or anywhere in the South U.S. Right? I guess anywhere, near the Mediterranean Sea where it gets nice and humid.
That makes me think of another thing. The winter theme? How it's been criticized for being
It's the L's theme.
Yeah, L theme. But it's being unrealistic and people don't play in snow and whatnot. The winter theme for me is more realistic than a desert course. I've never seen a desert course, I've never played a desert course, but I've played in snow.
Uh-huh.
You should try
With a nice frost in there.
Yeah.
This week's 9-hole was my Valeful Winter Edition. Oh, just made it. Just made it. Oh, hey, okay, so as clubhouses go, I was looking at this earlier. Look at this. 3 clubhouses and a lighthouse in the middle. I think
10 for me.
it's a 10 from me.
Talking about extras, and take a look at the clubhouse. How he actually doesn't have any access to the clubhouse with a car. You can only get there with a golf cart. And if you look further up the road there, you have an actual parking lot with a secondary little clubhouse. So the
wow.
actual mansion here is
Clever.
not accessible.
Wow. Yeah. He's right. Look at all, there's a car park full golf carts there. And then for cars is around here. It's well thought out, isn't it? Smart.
He's got a little practice green too.
All right in the bunker.
Great looking finishing hole.
Oh
yeah.
really puts a shot.
It makes you want to chip off as much of that left bunker as you can, but not too much. Griff lives in Panama City Beach. It's crazy hot here this time of year. Yeah, like the setting that this Kakalaki plantation would be in would be just sweltering right now, hot and humid.
So what did you guys think about this course? That'd be interesting to hear that.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I can see why it. I did prefer it to P8's course, but they're both obviously 10s. I can see why it won your competition. It felt like a real golf course. Very, very clever. Some good holes. Very fair, I thought, as well. The wind played a big role in it, in the score that I shot. Bunkers were great, well positioned. The par 5s were some of the best par 5s I think I've seen in the game. Yeah.
It's certainly a course that I feel I could have shot much better, and on a second playthrough, once I figure out the best places to miss, I think I could put up a lot better score here. I really enjoyed it. I thought the whole design was good. There were a lot of good dog-legging holes. I mentioned several times how much I loved the second shots on the par 5s, being where you immediately think, all right, I can get there here, and then you immediately second guess that thought. I love that type of a thing. I could see you guys had a very difficult decision and a very challenging one. Both of them are great courses. I actually have to say I would have flipped these. I would have picked what the heck is it called?
Stystead.
Over this one, Stystead. I thought the approach shots were a little bit more interesting there, but both of them are top-notch courses. But yeah, well done. Good choice on both of those courses being in the top 2.
Yeah, huge congratulations to Griff.
Congrats,
and
Griff.
Chris, and PH as well. All 3 are going to be on the finals on the web. And congratulations to pretty much anyone in this competition. It's been a real blast to be a judge of this. And you should look at the courses in 13th, 14th. I mean, it's courses that could make tour. So this was really, really tough.
Yeah. I'd like to extend a personal thank you to all the designers who gave us even more great courses to sift through when we're bored one evening. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? As I said, when you guys are actually picking the next year's worth of courses for these shows, or no, not for these shows. Sorry, for the tours. Man, you're gonna have so many to choose from. It's going to be so difficult for you guys. I don't envy you one bit, to be honest, because there's all the backlog from all of these tournaments we've been having recently to go on it. But thank you to, again, everyone for submitting your courses, and to the judges for judging this as well. Ula, thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me. It was about fun.
Yes, it was good having you.
Did your nerves go away in the end?
Oh, yeah. It went away pretty fast.
Do you feel you could have shot better?
Oh, yeah. But Then again, I have been playing bad for the last 2 months or 3 months, so I
You
wasn't
can
too surprised.
blame it on getting used to the PC gameplay.
Oh, definitely. I'm using a PS4 controller here, and I have some swing issues.
Getting the ball squirt.
Well, it was great having you. Very much enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
great to have you along for us, and thanks again for joining us. For everyone watching, you can for watching on Twitch and YouTube, you can follow us on both of those channels by clicking the follow button on Twitch or on the subscribe button on YouTube. Our YouTube following at our new channel, which is youtube.com/c/TGCTlive41, is growing. We're not quite where we were with the old one yet, but we have more power over this one, so please subscribe to us over there. We do occasionally put up YouTube-only shows as well. Some of the gold ones we do, and the odd crazy shot or special. We do little 1-minute videos that go up on there as well. The Redditors are still chatting away on there, so feel free to.
Absolutely.
Was that you again?
What?
The follower.
No, I didn't. I didn't follow it that
Oh, that
time.
wasn't
no.
you. Okay.
It's a new follower. Welcome along.
Welcome along. Thanks for joining us. You can catch us on Twitter at TGC Tours or the hashtag TGCTLive. And of course, we are very active on both the HB and the TGC Tours forum. I'll be back on Monday for sure with the next 9-hole championship show. We will be back next Wednesday for the next TGCT Live, where we'll probably play the 3rd place course.
Yeah.
But until then, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you around.